Welcome back, everybody. We stay in the world of tea, tea bags and tea packaging with this session. The double-chambered tea bag is one of the most popular bag styles on the market, and EMA offers a full range of machines dedicated to this specific bag style. Jérôme Schmidt, area manager at EMA's Tea&Herbs division, is connected with us to tell us a bit more about this technology. So hello and good morning, Jérôme.
Thank you, Pietro. Well, first of all, good afternoon to everybody, and welcome to all of you connecting from all over the world. I'm very glad today to speak about C27-E. C27-E is a model that substitutes a previous model called C27 that we have sold for nearly 12 years. Actually, C27-E is not a new model, as it has already been presented at the last Interpack in 2017. Some machine has already been delivered and are in production worldwide. Some more machine will be delivered this year. Nevertheless, since that time, the machine has been completed, some group has been improved, and some group are new. And I'm going to talk about these groups today. Now, C27-E has a footprint of about 5 square meters. It has a height of 2.5 meters, and the speed is up to 300 bags per minute. These are, in fact, characteristic of a middle-of-the-range machine in our business. Like for all EMA machine, this machine has been developed to be user-friendly, easy to operate. It's a very compact and flexible machine, and all the groups are integrated to the machine, so to keep the efficiency and the highest possible level. Now, I'm going to show you how a tea bag, a double-chambered tea bag, is produced on this machine. And Luca will show you what is the product we are talking about. Now, while you see the bag, the scheme I'm going to present is common to all the EMA range, double chamber range. Now, of course, this is not because we are lazy. This is because we want to give the opportunity of the technician of our customer to easily switch from one model to the other if this is necessary. And also, we would like to enable our customer to use the same production material across the range. Now, if you look at the machine, the production flow goes from the left to the right. As you can see, all is visible to the operator so that he always has a full control on what's happening on the machine. So on the left side, you see the 3 reel. On the top, you see a filter paper reel. In the middle, the tag paper reel. And in the bottom, the envelope, the outer envelope reel, if you have the option on board. On the hopper up there, you will put your product. Product can be either a standard black tea, it can be herbs, or it can be any blend that you wish. The product will be brought to this, sorry, we just start the machine. The product will be brought to this dosing head here, and the tea will be dosed on the filter paper that runs underneath. The crimping wheel here will form a tube, and a rotating knife here will cut this tube into pieces. The bag will then be erected by this lever that will push down the bag into grippers on the central wheel. This central wheel is basically the heart of the machine, as it will convey anti-clockwise the bag to all the station. The first quarter is basically to form and fold the bag head. Next, you bring in the heart egg after it has been given a typical octagonal shape by the machine itself. Below, you see a very tiny, compact knotting group that will perform 2 knots at a time, one on the back side and one on the tack side. Once this is done, the bag proceeds to the envelope unit, where it will be wrapped into an outer envelope. Now, on this machine, we have 2 kinds of envelope. One is a heat seal envelope that is closed by heat, and one is a paper cold steel envelope that is closed by pressure. Once the envelope is completed, it goes into this counting and stacking station. You can change the count easily from the touch panel from 8 bags to 28 bags. Once this is completed, the stack is brought into the carton. Now, if you look at the other side of the machine, you see flat blanks. This is where we get the box from. The machine extracts a flat blank one by one, forms a carton. The stacks are put into the carton. We can put 1 to 4 stacks into the box, and the box gets closed when it exits of the machine. Now, as you can see, in about less than 4 meters, you have a full and very performing production line.
Thank you very much, Jérôme. You said that the machine configuration for the knotted double chamber bag is the same across the entire range. You said that the machine is very user-friendly. But what are its other main characteristics?
Yes, the C20, the first thing you notice when you look at C27-E, sorry, is probably that it is very simple. Now, you must know that our engineers do not develop machines 50 years ago like they do today. They obviously refer to the latest available technology to make things as simpler as possible. In the case of C27E, also the parts have been redesigned to be very light and very lean. So I think from this point of view, our team have done really a great job. Now, another factor that contributes to this impression of simplicity is the fact that contrarily to other machines, the gearbox have not been screwed on the face of the machine, but have been hidden into the body itself. This allows to reduce the width of the machine by about 30 to 40 centimeters and give also two main advantages. One is that in case of maintenance on this group, you don't have to unscrew the groups and go on the bench to carry out the job. You can easily access to the parts directly from the back of the machine. Another important benefit is that being the cams and the lever hidden into the body, sealed into the body, they are protected from the tea dust that is formed during the production. If you add to this laminar blow and suction system, you can easily understand that the maintenance time and the cleaning time of C27E is reduced to a bare minimum. Now, let me show you some specific feature of the C27E. While I'm talking about this part, I kindly ask the studio to send the short video about the rejection. Of course, on the machine, you have a certain number of sensors that check that everything is proceeding well during production. If something is detected not to be properly done, especially for the bags, there will be a single bag rejection. Now, on other machines, the single bag rejection happens after the bag was wrapped into the envelope. On C27E, we are capable to handle this a bit differently, in the sense that the machine will be able to temporarily stop the infilling of the outer envelope so that only a naked bag will reach the rejector. And this, of course, allows you to spare some production, some material, of course. The next group I'm going to talk about is the reel you see here below. This is where we get the cardboard divider from. If customers produce multiple cartons, in order to avoid the rows to mix during the transportation, people usually put a divider between the rows. Previously, the customer had to purchase this divider already pre-cut from a supplier. Now, on C27E, you will get the cardboard divider at the right dimension directly from this reel. Next to this group, you see an optional, a group that works in alternative to the first one, and this is a leaflet magazine. So you must know that in some case, maybe when customers produce, for example, medicinal tea, they might have to give some more information to their customer about the product. So in this case, they need to put in the box a leaflet, and this is now possible with the C27E. Last but not least, let me talk about the cartoning attachment here. Nowadays, our market requests very fast and frequent product change. This can turn to be a real nightmare, a real headache for our customers. So, especially when it comes to the carton style. So when developing machine, we obviously have to take account this problematic. And the result here is a new, very compact, very flexible cartoning attachment. We use here a hot melt device with a system of pipes that basically allow to produce all kinds of cartons available in the market. Now I kindly ask the studio to just send the slide with the variety of cartons that we can do on this machine. And obviously, we can do cartons for 1 to 4 rows, but we can obviously do the standard carton that is just a tuck-in, but we can also do a flip-top carton, which is similar to packets of cigarettes. All these cartons have to be overwrapped, but we also can produce what we call tamper-proof carton that are completely sealed and that you can put directly on the shelf. Now, to conclude this part, I just want to mention this optional group you can see here. This is a motorized magazine where you can put a certain extra amount of flat blanks compared to the standard, and this allows you to increase the autonomy of the machine by about 1 hour.
Okay, thank you very much. Jérôme, behind you I can see the HMI, the human-machine interface. I assume that it complies with EMA's guidelines for machine-user interaction, but what functionalities, what solutions have been implemented into this machine?
Yes, in our view, in this world of digitalization, in this world of information, an industrial machine should not be a mere piece of iron. It should be a real protagonist of the plant. It should become a partner of the staff that is working there. So the communication between staff and machine becomes crucial. Obviously, the new technology allows us to develop and implement an infinity of solutions. This is still a work in progress for us, and probably all possibilities have not been explored yet. But yes, the new digital HMI is one first answer, or one of our answers to this need of more interaction between the human and the machine. It will be too long today to talk about all what is possible already via the HMI. So I'm going to just talk about a few examples I hope will allow you to understand what was our aim here. Now, as I said earlier, there is a lot of sensor on the machine that controls that everything is proceeding well. Should something be detected to be faulty, the machine might stop and an alarm message will pop up on the screen. Now, in the past, the operator had to refer to a user manual that we give either on a CD form, so he has to go on a PC somewhere, or he has to go through a soft copy running through the pages. Now, in order to facilitate his job, we have loaded some manual pages right on the machine, and just by a few clicks, he can directly access to a page that will give him some hints about how to troubleshoot the machine. Now, a more interesting feature that have been introduced here is what we have called tasks. On industrial machine, you always have to do some setup more or less frequently. So in order to guide the operator in this task, we have decided to shoot a video tutorial that show him what kind of job, what is the job to be done. Now, the point was not to load those video on some web platform, so he had to go on the computer, watch the video, and come back to the machine to do the job. We have loaded those video directly in the memory of the machine, and we have cut them in small portions that he has to follow the one after the other. Now, the nice thing here is that the machine won't allow you to proceed to the next stage if the machine doesn't detect that the previous stage has been done properly. So in this way, the risk of error is practically null. So we just show you a short example here, which consists in resetting the counting and stacking station. So as you can see, our operator proceed, and here you see he cannot proceed. This is why this is because the tool has not been inserted properly in the hole. So as soon as this is corrected, we can now complete the task. So this is obviously, we believe this will be obviously very useful for when you get a new machine or when you have a new staff that has not yet a huge experience on the machine. Now, we have talked about two functionalities that are probably very useful to the technical level. Obviously, the new HMI is a gateway to important and crucial information and data to the management. Now, you must know that the logic of EMA, of our machine, the brain of our machine is an industrial PC. You can always extract data from the machine, collect them in a database, process them as per your wish with the software. Now, if this system might be interesting for customers that have a lot of machines, in the case you have one or two sets only, this becomes probably not viable. So through the HMI, we allow the management to directly access to very important information to their use. One of them is the efficiency that we can here directly access to with few clicks. And you see here the overall equipment efficiency page, which in one click show you how well your machine has performed. Now, you see here the pointer point to the green zone, so probably everything was going well during the production time you are considering. But should the pointer point the red zone, for example, this means something went wrong, and you have to make more analysis. Now, here below, you can see some downtime that will not explain you everything, but at least will give you indication about what went wrong on the machine, what has been the stop due to the machine, due to the external condition, for example. Now, I think I'm running out of time, so I'll hand it back over to you, Peter, in case there was some question from our audience.
Yes, Jérôme, there definitely are questions. We have two, which I ask you, as we are running out of time, to answer in a nutshell. So yes. Question number one, is there any knot control on the machine?
Yes, sorry, I did not mention that. I've mentioned there's a lot of control on the machine. The camera you see behind there is the one that will control that the knot has been performed properly on the bag. And if not, as I said, it will be rejected singularly.
Okay, second question, is the cartoning attachment necessary?
Well, no. This cartoning attachment, as I say, is fully new and has been developed to be a standalone group. So you can easily disconnect it from the machine. And in the case you prefer, you can have a system for hand removal, which is usually more welcome in countries where labor cost is still affordable.
Okay, thank you very much, Jérôme Schmidt. The time at our disposal for this session is up. We take a little break now, and I'll see you again live at 10 past 2 p.m. Central European Time. So, see you later.